actually be your leader now. We will see the times come through at 500 meters. Indeed, it is Gonzaga out in front of Saugatuck and Jesuit College Prep of Dallas. Pacific in fourth place. They were leading at about 250. They definitely had the quickest start, did Pacific, but the field is starting to reel Pacific in and get past them. So at 500 meters, it was Gonzaga over Saugatuck and Jesuit College Prep of Dallas. Look at this race up front now. In lanes 4 and 5, it is stroke for stroke between Saugatuck in lane 4, Gonzaga in lane 5. You see, that's the coxswain that you see in the picture closest to us. That's Gonzaga. You can see what the Gonzaga advantage is for that coxswain. He's kind of looking left and right. He's calling where he is relative to the boats adjacent to him. But the boat that you're not seeing there is Saugatuck, who might actually be in the lead, Colleen, as they come through 750.
Yeah, 750 down, and that's right. We'll have to keep an eye on Saugatuck out of lane 4 as we pan out and get a sense of exactly where these shells are. Ever so close. This is the men's Youth 8 final, final C. So a nice overhead drone shot then. It's a 7-boat final, so we'll want to make sure when we take a look at these crews, we're tracking down all 7 of them. But yeah, really nice press going on from Saugatuck right now out of lane 4 as they push away from Gonzaga.
Gonzaga is still sitting in second place, and then it's up for grabs after them. You can see these boats come through very fast and all right together. Maybe third place is the boat from Dallas, and we'll see the times come through, and then it is basically stroke for stroke everyone else. You're going to see the numbers be very close. Pacific, White Rock, PCRA, and New Trier all separated by only a couple of seconds. So what we know right now is that Saugatuck really asserted themselves in that second 500, and these boats are moving very fast down the race course. We're going to have even a close to 6-minute finish, I think, even in the C final of the men's Youth 8. And you know what? That's because the conditions are perfect. Beautiful flat water here at Nathan Benderson Park, and it's maybe open water now for Saugatuck, but Gonzaga's holding tough there in second place.
And it is indeed Saugatuck breaking into open water as we move through into the final 750 meters. So Saugatuck leading. They've broken away from Gonzaga. Gonzaga is still going to have to fight off the rest of the field. Yes, Gonzaga has that second place advantage at the moment, but keep an eye out truly across the field, including Pacific out of lane 1. As they move through this course, we know that Pacific had a quick start. We'll see what they're able to do in this last stretch. That is Saugatuck, though, with a nice, solid open water advantage. Really clean blade work, and you can see that power just working for them. It's going to be quite the battle, though, for second, I think.
And a very interestingly rigged boat. While we still have that shot, you see a couple buckets in there. We saw that a bunch at the NCAA championships a couple weeks ago here at Nathan Benderson Park. We're seeing a lot of very unique rigged boats, and obviously, you know, the setup is working here for Saugatuck. They've got a 5-second advantage over Gonzaga as they come through 500 meters to go. It's Jesuit College Prep of Dallas still sitting in third place, so ahead of Pacific, PCRA, White Rock, and then New Trier. And you're seeing 2 Scholastic boats sitting in second and third here. We have 2 Scholastic boats in this race. It's Gonzaga College High School and Jesuit College Prep of Dallas in adjacent lanes sitting in second and third place. And they are rowing against these big club teams, Colleen. But out in front, it is the men from Connecticut, Saugatuck, with half a length of open water back to Gonzaga. And then you see Gonzaga also has open water, and then it's going to come down to it for everybody thereafter, because look at all of those bows that are all right with one another behind Gonzaga.
Yeah, that's right. So Saugatuck really able to break away, of course, earlier on in the race. Then Gonzaga able to push the rest of the field back. We see all of these 8s now coming by the beach towards the finish tower. Saugatuck with the lead. They'll be first to cross through, followed by Gonzaga, but then keeping an eye on the far side over to Pacific. We have White Rock out of lane 2, PCRA, ever so close as these 8s come down, and then not to be left out, Dallas, the Jesuit College Prep of Dallas. Through the line first, though, it is Saugatuck, then it's followed by Gonzaga. A nice effort out of lane 6, and on the far side, Pacific, so tight between Pacific and Jesuit Prep of Dallas, so we'll get those times up in just a moment. Incredible racing, though. It was Saugatuck with a time unofficially 6:01.7, then Gonzaga followed by, and it looks like we're just getting the final results on that. It's Pacific unofficially in third.
Yeah, big time finish from Pacific.